this. I'm going to put this one over here. Hi, Nicole. Okay. Ignore my dirty pans. I've been doing a lot of cooking lately. A lot of cooking and a lot of bacon. I don't want to set up. I don't know yet. We'll leave it like that. There we go. That'll work. Okay. French toast bake. So it is a loaf of French toast. And it has, whoa, I about lost it. It has brown sugar butter on the bottom. I had to leave it in there a little bit longer because it was so thick. So I had to overcook the outsides a little bit to make sure the egg was cooked on the middle. But it's done. I'd rather do this in the mini muffin tins. But the mini muffin tins were occupied making egg bake. Lane and girl. My baked eggs are awesome. Excuse me, I made 2 dozen of them. Oh, I woke up this morning with like a slight fever and I had this dang cough. It's like, okay, that could go away anytime. And then our weather was bad this morning. I lost power. Like, I don't know, 4 times, 5 times. I lost count. Power would go out, then it would come back. Then it would go out, and then it would come back. The school's actually sending the kids home early, so the kids will be here within the hour. Or shortly after. There we go. Thank you, Felix. I'm trying to swallow. I don't even... I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. Goodness, anyway. I'm probably eating too fast because that's what I do. It's who I am as a person. Still driving? Thank you, Hannah. I was going to ask you, Elaine, if you made it. Thank you, Nicole. That's a pretty one. I don't think I've seen that gift before. Nicole sent a gift on TikTok that was like a fairy flying around my head. It was the cutest thing ever. I'm also live on Tube, guys, to help with the watch hours over there. I haven't looked at those yet. I can look and give you an update. There I go. Set my food off to the side is what I always do. Let's see where they're at. So we're trying to get to 4,000 watch hours on Tube. I don't remember if I looked yesterday or not. 5.5 more. Ugh. I figured hours. Oh, geez. Oh, that was a cool one too. Now Nicole sent it was a oh my gosh, a watering can when tulips popped out of my head. That was really cool. I'm like out of it today. Dang. Where are we at? Oh, we lost some. So we're at, wait, did we? No, we didn't. We gained. We're at 2,793 watch hours. Got to get to 4,000. So we're getting there. It's getting there. Okay. If you're a subscriber, I posted another update about Harvey last night. You guys would have seen that. I will put his updates public. I actually planned on the first update that I did. I'm going to put that one. I'll make it public probably today, probably this evening. It's stuck to my fork. But anyway, he's doing good. We had a blizzard this morning at home. It's egg bake. Well, it's French toast bake, not egg bake. So you make French toast and then you put it in the... You mix everything up for French toast. You put it in the fridge. You let it all soak for a while, and then you pop it in the oven. You could do it in a loaf. I've been doing it in little muffin tins. It's just baked French toast. A lot of carbs. I probably shouldn't eat it. It's not good for my weight loss mission, but I really like them. And it's cheap. But we had a little blizzard come through this morning. I lost power quite a few times. The horses are staying, they won't go outside. So Chaz and Ember are on 24/7 pasture access. They have been since Harvey left. What I did was we took out the center divider and they can just, they're just running together. And they've been on 24/7 pasture access and they've hardly gone outside. They've just been standing in the barn. This morning, they didn't go out at all. Taz has been rude to Ember, and he's not letting her eat out of the tub that we put in there. So I ended up going and finding another tub this morning, and I put a second tub in there, so they both have their own tub. And Taz keeps pawing at it. Oh, the snow is nuts, right, Nicole? I kept losing power, so they asked me at work if I was going to come into the office. And I was like, no. No, like I woke up with a low-grade fever. I've got a cough starting. And then the weather on top of it, I was like, no, I will take a sick day if I go lose power and it goes out because the roads are like crazy. But it stopped snowing. The wind has calmed down tremendously. So I think it's okay now. I haven't lost power in about an hour and a half. So I think it's okay. I'll stay home. Hey, thank you for sharing, Lane. I appreciate it. All you guys that are tapping, we got 3,000. I think we're... Sorry. Jeez Louise. Thank you, Felix, for the repost. Nicole for the repost. Emily and Ike for the repost. I promise I'm not dying. But I think we hit the gallery goal or the gallery goals. I think Felix cleaned it all up yesterday. Yeah, gallery goals completely lit, so we don't have to work on those. Yeah, I don't know. And like I don't have a high fever, but this morning I had a low grade. I was like, okay, about 100. Like that's all right. Like I'm fine. But oh. Hopefully I can talk in a couple of days, you know. We'll see how that goes. But Chaz and Ember are not going outside. We've got like a good 1.5 inches of snow out there now. And it's cold again. Stinks. It is not as windy as it was. This morning it was pretty. Oh my gosh, Nicole, that's funny. I wish you guys could see these gifts that she puts, you know, you guys are putting on my face because that was like a leprechaun hat and glasses. And it was just funny. No dying on the live. I'll do my best, Felix, I promise. Let's see. Did Harvey stop chewing his table? You mean like the wooden stuff? I don't know if he's chewing on the wood down there. When we dropped him off, he was tasting everything, which was to be expected. But that trainer, I should say those trainers, there's 2 of them. They deal with babies every single year. Yeah, stable. Okay. No, that's okay, Hal. He was chewing everything before we left. Thank you, Petra. But I'm sure they'll put, you know, they'll take care of it if he continues to do it. Thank you for all those gifts. Hi, Izzy. Well, it's going better now than it was a couple hours ago. I kept losing power and stuff. I feel like my hair looks weird because it's back. Maybe I'll leave it down. I'm trying to get used to leaving it down. So I look like a girl. I feel like I look like Lord Farquaad. I don't look much girly, but I don't know. I look rough. I don't have like any makeup on my face and I just look tired. I am tired. I had a bad dream again this morning. I don't know. I'll have dreams where they're very like lucid and I don't know. I had a couple that were a little weird last night. Look like a guy. That's my go-to is my big messy bun on the top of my head. Last night, Natalie did a messy bun on the top of her head, and I was so proud of it because it looked beautiful. She has got so much hair, and she had this great big messy bun on the top of her head, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the prettiest bun ever. Made me miss my long hair, but I had to cut it. So it's all chopped off. It's all gone. 19 inches. I cut off 19 inches last summer. It's crazy. I could probably do a messy bun like right now on the fly and make it look decent, but I'm trying to get used to leaving it down. I don't know how good that'll work. I just feel like I look like Lord Farquaad all the time. I would feel better if I had some makeup on, but I just don't. I'm at that point where like I'm middle-aged and I'm not starting to like my face, like the changes and stuff. I don't know. Strawberry blonde, Izzy. Oh my gosh. I haven't dyed my hair. The last time I dyed it was on Taz's second birthday when he turned 2. So I haven't dyed my hair in 2 years. Because the last time I got my hair dyed, I haven't done my nails either. I'm just being honest, Felix. The last time I dyed my hair, it was $200 and something to get it done. And I don't want to use box dyes, to be honest. Not that I have anything against them. I just don't, it's a hassle to deal with the upkeep of dyeing your hair. So last time I dyed it was almost 2 years ago, and it was like 200 and some bucks. And I got thinking about it. I'm like, man, that's like a horse show weekend. Like that's a day at an open horse show. And I was like, I don't need to spend money on my hair. I don't care. So I quit dyeing it. I don't dye it. I don't get my nails done. My money all goes to my horses. These dang animals. Somebody had replied to one of my comments. So there was a video that I commented on. Somebody was like, what do you do to earn money to afford horse shows or the horse hobby? And I replied or commented on her video. And I said, sold my soul and my privacy to social media. And she turned out she was a follower of mine. And then somebody had commented under my comment and asked if I make good money doing social media. And hit miss, it very fluctuates. Like it's not a consistent thing. Flash goal. What's our flash goal? 10 different love you so much. So the smiley with the heart, we need 10 of them. That's our flash goal today. Thank you, Nicole. All right, guys, popping in and sending them. Lane's got it. Geez, there's 4 of them. Felix sent his. Woo, the macaroni cupcake is on it. Morning, ray of sunshine. But it fluctuates, and it's very much like a consistent thing. I've started getting more consistent on the gram and on the book. There's, it's like I keep telling you guys, go read the comments on the book because they're absolutely hilarious. And if you wanted to get involved in them a little bit, I wouldn't knock you for it because it's funny. I know Jen does that. Jen will be, she'll go comment and be like, oh, thanks for stopping in, everybody. So blah, 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 blah. I just tell people that are mean, thanks for contributing to the fence fund. And it's really funny to have the comments back. They're like, I didn't contribute to anything. And it's like, oh, but you did twice now. Like, thank you. So I get a kick out of the book. They're definitely a little bit more lax on what you can say in comments than what you can on TikTok. So that's a hoot and a half. But it's, I'm work full time and then running Talk, the gram, book, and now getting into Tube. So I'm busy. Softball has started. Softball's in full swing for the girls. Natalie didn't have a very good practice the other night. She was a little stressed out about it, but she'll come back into it. She's been playing with her travel team. So she's used to her travel team. Now she's got to get used to her school team again. So she's got to do that. We need 5 more of the smiley faces hugging the heart for the flash goal, guys. Heather sent hers. Oh, thank you for the gifts too, Cupcake. Yeah, Natalie is my youngest daughter. Natalie is the one who has claimed Taz. She'll be 13 this year. And she told me that Taz is hers. So I do not get Taz. She gets Taz, apparently. I get Harvey. Nubbison, what? Am I talking about mom? Yeah, that's your mom, I know. Yeah, Jolene claimed Ember, Natalie claimed Taz, and I get Harvey. But I'm sure once Harvey gets old enough and he's done with training, they'll take him too. So stumbled across a video on Talk today where somebody said, stop watching after 15 seconds as I don't want you to earn money off of it. So I replied, you did my comment. Oh my gosh. And it's not even 15 seconds on talk, it's 5. If it comes across the For You page, they watch for 5 seconds, it starts generating income. And if they comment or they like on it, that also generates income. Oh my gosh, Alicia, Todd, right? Todd's hilarious. Hi, Shelby. Todd is, okay, if you don't know Todd, I don't even know if he's a real person. He might be a bot, honestly. So Todd is a guy that comments on all of my book, like all of my book videos. So any reel that I post on the book, Todd comments on, and he'll just say the nicest complaints ever. He'll say something like, because we got this fence fund thing going, right? Like if you don't have anything to comment, just say fence fund. You can comment anything you want. I don't earn anything based off of the hashtag fence fund. But if you have nothing to comment, just say fence fund. And so Todd pops on and he'll be like, buy your own fence. And then he'll say something, if you can't afford the hobby, you shouldn't be in it. And then he'll say something like, you're stupid. And then he'll say something like, you don't know what you're doing. And then he'll say, this farm is full of problems and you shouldn't own horses. Like the nicest complaints ever. And I respond to him all the time. And I just say, thank you for contributing to the fence fund, Todd. Hey, Todd, thanks for being here. I appreciate your support. Like stuff like that. And he just keeps coming. He shares my videos all the time. He shares all the time. He comments on them all the time. And I'm like, Todd, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. I don't think he realizes what he's doing. Oh, man. Yeah, Nubby whining. He's so much like Christmas Vacation Todd to me. That's funny. Yeah, he's a hoot and a half. I kind of like the guy. I think he's funny. And like I said, he might not even be a real person. He might just be a bot. But I should go and screenshot all of his comments and do another video where it's like, let's all thank Todd for his support for this page. He's just, I think one comment there was a swear word in, but it wasn't even anything malicious. I think it was like, you don't know shit about horses. It wasn't even like a bad comment to me. I don't know, whatever. But he just makes me laugh because he does all of these very nonchalant, things. I don't know. It's really confusing to me. Has the guy owned horses? If you look at his profile, it says he does, or like it looks like he does. But honestly, I don't know if he's a real person. Some of those comments on the book are just bots generated to create argument, because the main thing with the book is it's the comments. So when people get off fighting in the comment section and the like comments start rolling, that's when the book really starts dishing out income. So some of those bots are just there to start an argument, and a lot of people engage in it, and it just creates, oh my God, if Todd joined the live, I would laugh so hard. I should do a live on the book one day. That'd be funny. Gosh, that'd be hilarious. It'd be kind of like, what was that one that was on Talk? Scrappy something that kept coming at me. And then then I got this big long message from him that was like, I try to be nice and I try to support you. And this is the thanks I get, da, 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 da. And it was like, you've had nothing nice to say about me. And you went after my daughter, saying my daughter was stupid. Like, but you want me to be nice to you? You're mad that I'm not friends with you? Please. And she followed me. I don't know what her deal was. I truly hope she finds happiness, because there was something not right there. She's just angry. Like, how can you be mad at me for defending myself, but then you treat me like crap? Ma'am, what? Go get a coffee. Sit down. Oh, yeah. Yep. Felix, short and scrappy. I don't know if bots can do actual posts or not, but it was entertaining, I will say. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are definitely still going to build the fence. That's the plan. I just gotta, oh, hey, you know what you could do to help build the fence? I have a great one. Since we're talking about conflict discussion, like people go start an argument on the book with somebody. Thank you, Chad. Oh man, you find like the people are just, some of them people they're just hateful. They're just so mean. But yeah, you go on there and be like, you know, and I love to see people coming to my aid. Like my following is great and they show up and they're like, no, like they come to my defense. I love that and I appreciate it. Just keep it polite. Don't be malicious back to them. Just keep it polite and just say thank you for contributing to the fence fund. You know, don't, a lot of people get like they start calling people swear words and stuff, and I don't want to promote any of that type of behavior. No, but I have people that just do things differently, and well, Lane, you got to keep it somewhat composed. I don't want to be out here letting dogs loose that are just like, you know, rabid and like just tearing people apart, because, you know, we still have to be respectful. It's okay to have a respectful argument. I've gone back and forth with a few people in comments and I just get to a point where I'm like, hey, we see things differently. That's okay. I don't hate you for your views. Well, you don't see things my way. No, I don't. Like, and that's, have a good time. Yeah, like Felix says, just say thank you for contributing to the fence fund, and tomorrow please don't forget to take your meds. Like a little bit of backhanded humors, you know. Yeah, we don't want to get me banned, so we got to be nice. But you know, a little backhanded humor is hilarious. Like, oh, see, you woke up on the wrong side of the day, you know, wrong side of the bed today. You know, hope you started out better tomorrow. Like, sorry, your life sucks. You know, stuff like that. Theodore is better than Horatio debate. Can't use their real names. No conflict in that. Yeah. Yeah, Felix has got a good one. Like that backhanded humor. That stuff is funny. Sarcasm, I can get down with all day long. I am the queen of sarcasm. Diesel, my love. It doesn't matter, Poopy. Poopy, come here. Daddy, what do you want? You want some? Oh, there's Nebby. What do you want? What? You want to get in on the live and say hello to everybody? Is that what you want? They can't see you on talk. Yeah. Uh-huh. You miss mom? You miss mom? You want to give a snack? I'll give you a snack. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Teddy, sticking your big nose around here. Here, Ted. Spoiled dogs. Spoiled rotten. Oh, I know. Taz finally getting Harvey's name right. Yeah, right, Izzy. We got to be nice, but we got to be mean. Yeah, sarcasm all day long. I can get down with that all day. So go ahead and sarcasm it up. Just, you know, go start. I expect to see some really sarcastic comments now in the book. I expect to go see some funny comments. You just tick them right off. That's why I just respond and say, thank you for contributing to the fence fund. You get these people, I didn't contribute to anything. With like an angry face. And they'll like thumbs down my comment and stuff. I'll be like, okay, but you did. Hi, Melissa. That's funny, Izzy. I hit my friends up with sarcastic comments all the time. Like in real life, if you know me, like personally, I swear like a sailor. I'm fluent in trucker. And, you know, I just kind of, I'm pretty honest and opinionated, but I swear a lot. I'm really bad about that. I should be better. Probably never will. I do my best. You would think I wouldn't work in customer service, but I do. But yeah, I do get a kick out of them. Did she say thank you or F you? It's fun to make them wonder which. Curse words are just I can't say that. Seasoning for your sentences. Oh, hello, Ike. Real life Annie and customer service Annie. Oh gosh. And my customer service voice is very like, thank you for calling. This is Annie. You know, how can I help you? No. That's awesome, Sharon. You probably would have. I'm pretty off the cuff. Like, no F's given for a lot of things. Here's how I view life. I got one life. I got one chance. And I am not going to waste it trying to impress somebody or make somebody happy, or, you know, I'm going to laugh and I'm going to enjoy things and I'm going to bust my booty to do the things that I want to do. Sometimes that means you have to sacrifice things. So you sacrifice stuff and you got to keep going. You can't give up. You can't let people, control or dictate your life. And because of that, because of my bluntness, in my opinion, some people I've kind of I got a bad rap. And it's like, hey, I'm sorry the truth hurts your feelings, but I'm not here to sugarcoat you and make you feel better. Sorry, not sorry. I got things I want to do in my life and it's not sitting here to impress you. So I'm gonna keep going, keep doing my thing. Natalie got some bad news yesterday. Yep, Sharon's leaving comments over here on Tube. So there's a crook in my hair and it's bugging me. There it goes. So Natalie supposed to do junior high equestrian with Taz, right? Natalie's also in softball. The weekend of her only junior high equestrian meet is also the weekend of her biggest rec softball tournament. So I had to tell her last night. And I was like, hey, I got bad news and you're not going to be happy. So I told her. And, you could see her face fell because either she doesn't participate in the tournament for her softball team or she doesn't get to do junior high equestrian because they're the same weekend. She's like, is there anything we can do to see if they can change dates? I said, no, Natalie, it's set. We can't change dates. They're public events for the school, they're sporting events, whatever. So Natalie said she will not be doing junior high equestrian with Taz, which is a serious bummer. She just has to make the choice. Unfortunately, I've already paid for softball and it was $80 for her to do softball with the school. That's their biggest tournament. She can't miss it. She's the catcher for their team. So she's going to be pretty instrumental. She's got to be there. So sounds like Nat is, and it's not official yet, but it sounds like Nat is not going to be doing junior high equestrian with Taz because they literally only have it that weekend. If she misses that weekend to go to softball instead, well, she can't compete. So stinks. We need 4 more of the thingies for the flash goal, guys. So if you haven't sent one yet, I need 4 more. Oh, never mind. We just lost it. Oh, it's Nubby. Nubby's being a little stinker. That's who he is as a person. Okay, let's pin that one. There we go. Hey, we're at 8,000 likes, guys. Thank you for tapping. But I can't wait for summer to get started. I'm really irritated with all the snow that we got now. Everything's wet and heavy and white. Yeah, we have equestrian, but it's very small at the school. We have an open show tomorrow, Ava? I'm jealous. We definitely don't have any shows for 4 months yet. So Harvey's first one will be a little bit over a month from now. Harvey will have his first one, but he's going to be going to that one without me. I won't be going with him. So that's a bummer, but I'm sure he'll do fine. I'm pretty confident in his abilities. So yeah. It's really good. He's in training. I think it's really good for him. And now I'm just setting it up so I can keep him there essentially and planning out the summer and stuff. And whatever happens, happens. We'll get her taken care of as much as possible. That sounds scary, Ava. Where are you guys all watching from? We got 7 people on Tube. I want to see 7 comments on Tube telling me where you're watching from. Who's all watching over here? Because I know Melissa, Sharon, and Felix are. Who else is over on Tube? You guys are quiet over here. Now there's 8. Who's over here? And then Izzy's Ohio. Ava's Wisconsin. Sharon's in Jackson. Okay. Diesel, my love. No, puppy. Go lay down. You're fine. He's such a stinker. He flipped over backwards and cross ties. Ugh! Lane's driving. Chicagoland. Ooh. Yeah, Felix. Natalie will be able to attend other shows with Taz. She just won't be able to do equestrian. Hannah's in Canada. Alicia's in Washington. Dolce's in Florida. Gosh, I want to go to Florida so bad. Do you have barn space, Dolce? I'll be down there in 2 days. I'll pack up Bertha. I'll get it out. I'll load it up, and I'll just go. And I'll bring Taz and Ember. Harvey's got to stay. 81? Shut the fuck up. What? It's like 25 here. Oh my god. That's so stupid. Oh, Hannah's over here. Oh man. I don't, but I will figure it out. Taz and Ember are great. So what we'll do is I'll just bring those step-in fence posts, and all we got to do is run a little fence. That's all I got to do. Drive into the barn, Ava. Natalie has the weekend that they have their only meet for equestrian, Ava, is the same weekend of a big tournament for softball. So she's got to do one or the other, and she's already signed up for softball. So I don't think she'll be doing equestrian with Taz this year. But she'll be able to do open shows with Taz. So she'll still be able to do 4-H stuff. She'll still be able to do the open shows on the weekend. If by some miraculous turn of events, which I don't think we'd be able to, but if if she set out on a mission to get donations and she wanted to go to like a big Appaloosa show, like one of the regional shows, I would consider, if she did the work for it, I would consider taking her, Jolene too. But as of right now, the only one going to the regional Appaloosa shows is going to be Harvey, because with his training and then the cost of the shows and everything, I'm not going to be able to afford anything else. So Taz and Ember are taking a big backseat this year, and they're just going to do the open shows and 4-H. And we're just going to spend the summer fine-tuning their riding, getting their leg where it's supposed to be, their seat where it's supposed to be, their hands where it's supposed to be, getting right. Felix says tell her she should do a video and set up a goal. I think, oh, thank you, Ike. I got a hat and a mustache. So this year I want to just really focus on giving my daughters riding lessons with the horses and getting them in tune with the horse and really getting each horse into shape. Ember is very out of shape. Her muscle, she has like no muscle. It's not that she's underweight or anything. She's just not fit. So I want to work on Ember's, her muscle, her physical ability. Because right now she doesn't have much for hind drive. So to build hind drive in the horse, you don't put forks on or any type of tie down or anything like that. You want them to keep their head up, and you want them to push with their hind end. So you want them up and you want the hind end driving. As they get stronger and as they build muscle, then you can start asking for collection and have them round out their body and lift their belly. But it's hard at first, and you can't force them into it. There's a lot of people that just put a tie down on or put forks on and they force them into it. You can't. That makes a front end heavy horse. That makes them very forward. Oh, thank you. I got a big butterfly on my face. Just another brown eye lady sent that. It was a masquerade mask. Thank you. But if you don't allow them to build their hind end physical ability, you'll end up with a front end heavy horse. So instead of them pushing on the hind and lofting on the front end, you end up with this horse that's dragging its front end. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, that was really cool. I don't know what that one even was. It's a fairy locket. Ooh. But so I really want to focus on getting the horses hind drive better, both of them, Taz and Ember. And then, so I want to start out the season with their head up and just jogging. They got to keep their head up and they got to just jog. They got to build the muscle. And then as they get a little stronger, then we start asking them to put their head down. It's giving Sophie from Bridgerton. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Ike. You guys are awesome over here with the gifts. That's fun. But Felix asks, is Ember's weight getting better? Her weight is great right now. She looks good. She just has no strength. Like she's filled out good. So I'm not concerned about her weight. She just doesn't have any physical capability. So I really want to just build her physical fitness. I want to, just get her in shape. And the only way to do that is to start exercising her. So, I think the next time the farrier comes out, which I need to check my planner because I think he needs to come out. Where's my planner? Oh, it's probably in my bag. No, it's not in my bag. Hold on, I got a planner. Oh, Jesus, behind my teeth. I got it. My farrier needs to, I gotta get with him. Was that last week? Yes. Shoot. Okay, I forgot to text him. I need to text my farrier and have him, I need a sticky note, and have him come back out because I don't know if I can, I might push it one more cycle before we get shoes. Shoes are $200 a horse. So I need shoes put on Taz and on Ember. And so I'm looking at $400 to get shoes put on the two of them. And then the shoes get replaced every 7 weeks. So I got to get shoes put on Taz and Ember so that way we can take them up and down the road and we don't have to worry about their hooves getting sore. I know your farrier doesn't want to be on social media, but it would be great if he could talk about Taz's issues. He has used Taz. If you guys don't know, I've had the same farrier for years. He's an older man. He does not want to be known on social media. So if you know who my farrier is, please don't oust him. But he doesn't want his face in videos. He doesn't want his voice in videos. He is a wonderful man full of horse sense. Wonderful, old-fashioned, good, smart horse sense. And we have to do full sets, Alicia. Yeah, that's why it's 200 a horse. But he used Taz in several examples, talking with other farriers about where Taz started, where Taz is at, and has my farrier has pictures of the progress. And for a while there, he was sharing the pictures in his own farrier groups, asking for advice. Like somebody would ask, he would say, "This is what I did," da 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 da. Wonderful, wonderful man. Yes, Nicole. So where Harvey is at, they have an on-site farrier, like they trim themselves. So, oh, hi, Savine. So Harvey will get his hooves trimmed by them down there, and his vet care will also be by them down there. So he won't be going to my vet, which is a bummer. Can you get away with doing fronts only, or why are you doing rears? We do rears because I don't want their back feet to get all buckered up. I can ask him if he thinks we could get by with only fronts, but we've always done full sets. I don't know if we could get by with just fronts, with going up and down the road on the gravel. And then what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. What else was I going to say? It was something to do with the horseshoes. But I can ask him if we could do fronts only, and maybe we'll be able to do fronts only just to get him started and going. Hi, RIP. But yeah. But I don't know if we could ever get him to do like an interview and talk about Taz, my farrier, though. Honestly, I would feel bad even asking, because I just know how he feels about social media and stuff. And he's a wonderful human being. And I've joked with him before and told him he can't retire. I've flat out told him, like, you cannot retire. What am I going to do when you retire? And he just laughs at me and he says, Annie, this is my retirement. Okay. It's getting there, RIP. It is getting there. But I still feel like Lord Farquaad, RIP, says your hair is getting long. Well, you guys are used to seeing it up all the time, too. You don't see it down. Yeah, Taz is good. He's fine. He's out in the barn. He was digging in his feed tub earlier today, like pawing at it. He's not allowed to retire, right, Kylie? Yeah, mine isn't. Now, thankfully, my farrier has he has multiple sons, and I think 2 of them are farriers, maybe 3. So his boys have definitely taken over a little. Like, they have their own businesses. They're also farriers, but one of his sons is the farrier for the Saginaw Valley Equine Clinic. So the big equine vet facility in Saginaw. His son is their farrier, and his son has also done trims on my horses. So when my farrier decides he's finally done, I'm just going to get on his son's payroll. Like, I'll just call his son and I'll be like, hey, because here's how I feel about them as farriers. If they can't make it to my property, I am driving to them. I will make it convenient, and I will load up my horses and I will go see them to get their hooves trimmed, because no way in hell will I go to any other farrier. Like, my farrier isn't certified in any school to him and he's been doing it his whole life. I have never had a lame horse the whole time that man has been trimming my horse's hooves and shoeing my horses. One time, Taz pulled a shoe. Exactly. Kylie says, no hoof, no horse. A shitty farrier can destroy a horse. Absolutely. It starts from the ground up. You have to get a horse sound and comfortable from their feet up. You can manipulate and change their movement when, like, depending on how long their toe is or how like short you make their heel and stuff, the depth of the hoof. There's so much that goes into it. I'm not a farrier. And like, if my farrier ever asks me questions, I just tell him like, bro, you got it. Like he'll be like, well, would you like this or would you like that? Doesn't matter. Like, you do what you want. I'm good. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. So, Brain has a question. If they only have shoes in the front, wouldn't they be not even in their spine? Yes. So it would pick their front end up a little bit, which, to be honest, from a show perspective, I got to adjust my seat because this is what I do all day long. From a show perspective, if you have a horse that is a little bit hip high, a little higher in the back end, like my horses, Taz and Ember are both just a touch hip high, which is okay because that's why I like them. I like them with big hips. You will do better in a halter class if you only put shoes on the front end because it picks their front end up and it makes them look more level. Yep. And that is kind of a tactic that certain people do when they have, say, a yearling. Like you look at Harvey, he's really boot high, right? He's really, really high on the booty. So what some of these high-end show barns do is they dig a hole in the sand for the back feet to get the back feet down. And then they put big, thick shoes on the front to pick the front end up. So it evens them out and makes them look better. From a health perspective, Felix, it's not a massive deal, or at least I haven't seen any research or Nubby seen any research or any studies that would say it's bad for them. So several people only do fronts only. So I wouldn't be concerned about that too much. It is definitely a good conversation to have with the farrier. Yeah, I've lots of people do that, tons of people. And there's so many, like, trimming a horse and shoeing a horse is its own science in itself, right? Like just like the types of shoes that you can do, steel, I think aluminum, there's like rubber shoes, you have a solid bottom. There's so much that goes into it. Oh, yeah, have a good day too, Sabine. Thank you for being here. It's a lot. It's so much. And it's honestly something I wish I would have got into when I was younger because it's a great trade to have. I would love to go for like a year with my farrier and just learn everything I can from him. I doubt I'll ever be able to do that, but it would be really cool to learn. Definitely. Because it's really nice when you go to shows, if a horse throws a shoe like Taz did last August. Bye, Melissa. Have a good day. Like Taz pulled a shoe last August and the trainer where Harvey is at right now, I went over to them right away because he's a farrier. And I was like, hey, Taz is a dipshit. And he pulled a shoe and he's like, I got it. I'll fix it. He took that same shoe that was just completely warped and he pounded it out and he got it flat and he tacked that sucker back on. And then there was a lip, like Taz had a lip of hoof, like I swear, 1/12 of an inch that stuck out past the shoe. And that's what we think happened anyway. And he hooked it just right and tweaked it and ripped it off when he was acting like a ding dong, which I will say that I never let my horses goof off on a line. I don't allow it. I don't tolerate it. I don't like it. Like if there is something on your face, no, we're going to be respectful. I have kids and I have kids around my horses, so I don't tolerate any of that BS on the line. And I was down there by myself for that show. And, Taz had a long trailer ride and such, and he wanted to pop off a little bit. So I let him get a little rowdy. I didn't follow my own freaking rule. He got a little rowdy and he ripped a shoe off. That's one of the reasons I don't let him do it. Like I get crap for it. You got to let him get it out. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything. Like, what? I don't, I just, But when they're away from home, they get a little spicy. I understand. So I let him pop off a little bit. Well, then he pulled a shoe. And him pulling that shoe made me miss work for the whole day. Oh, thank you for that, Nicole. So I missed work for the whole day. Plus, I had to pay to get a shoe tacked on. And I couldn't work him down or ride him until he had the shoe tacked back on. So screwed the whole day. It just sucked. Oh. Alicia's got it. Where breakover is, rockers, therapeutic, hoof walls, the wear, finding the balance. It's a skill. It really is. It really, really is. My farrier is irreplaceable. Absolutely irreplaceable. I'm gonna be so bummed when he stops, but he's wonderful. He's never late. He always shows up. I always tip him too, so that might be something to do with it. I always pay him extra. I make sure I always pay him extra. I want to keep him happy because when I call him, I want him to answer my phone call. Like, to me, that's a big thing when it comes to people that work in trades like that. If you don't take care of them, they are not going to take care of you. Plain and simple. Farriers are not very common up here. And like with gas prices and such, they're out on the road. They got to eat their lunch out of a lunch pail and stuff most of the time. Some of them work in absolute terrible conditions. So I make sure my farrier always has a place inside out of the weather to trim a horse if he wants. If he wants a fan put on him, I'm going to put a fan on him. I make sure that I tip him every time he comes. Because like I said, if something happens and I need him, something bad, oh, have a good day, Lane. Stay safe. Just drive safe, okay? But I take care of him. Like, I'm not going to make him trim in the rain. I'm not going to make him trim in the mud. I tip him every single time because if I call him, I want him to answer his phone. I'm going to be like, oh, it's Annie. What does she need? Like, she never bothers me. When Taz was going through all that crap, when my farrier was coming out every other week for him, every other week. He came and he would do a little trim and he was like gluing the extensions on and that was terrible. Oh my God, it was terrible. But he did it. And there were nights I would sit up on the phone with him for an hour just talking about what we're going to do and how it's going to work and what do we do if this happens and what do we do if this happens and like just building a plan with me. And he just put me at ease throughout the whole situation. And forever thankful for that. And like, while I appreciate the vets and everything that the vet care did and the vet staff did when Taz went through that and he had surgery, my farrier gets so much credit for, he was literally here every other week for him. He drove all the way out here every other week for him. Just, yeah, he's awesome. But I do gotta start wrapping it up here, guys. We got 5 minutes left. Where are we at for? Oh, so if we're at likes, we're at 13.6. So if we get to 15,000 for likes, I would appreciate that on TikTok. And I see there's 5 people still on Tube. Thank you for popping in and watching over there. If you guys could go check out the Tube videos. Watch them. See what you think. Give me some feedback. What type of videos would you like that's long form? I want to take you guys to like shows and do a day in the life and tell you about the classes and the show bills and, all that stuff. So if you have an idea of something you'd like to see on Tube, please tell me. Like, send me a private message and hopefully I'll see it. Leave a comment somewhere and hopefully I'll see it. Oh, that is nice, Kale. Uh-huh. I like how it's Cody, but it's Kody. Like, I'm sure mine would do that too. Mine wouldn't have a problem with doing it. He's pretty awesome. But yeah, I really, as soon as this weather straightens out, every time it straightens out, I'm outside with the GoPro to make you guys some Tube content. Hey, we got to 15. Thank you guys. Look at that. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end on Tube.